And welcome to another episode of Sewing Not Sewing. As you can see, I'm in a different chair because I bought this one, and it's a little bit more comfier because I'm sore as anything. As you can tell, my face. I've been in the sun a lot recently, so yeah, I've been working more outside for another company, so that'll be the third company in the past 2 months. Woot. But what we're going to talk about today is education and what it actually means, I guess. Who knows? We'll see if we can stay on topic. But I think one thing is that coming back from college and working these jobs and understanding some things, because I'm working with this construction company right now, out of Charleston, and we've been working on this boardwalk, and I've been working with relatively just two guys. One of them being a high school classmate of mine who I graduated with, and it just kind of helped me relearn something about everything, because it's just the fact that your education doesn't mean much if you know what you want. So my idea is that, like, you do education for a certain job or what you want. However, to do that job, sometimes you don't need the education, or to make money, you don't need an education. Like, for example, my dad's education is a high school diploma, some college. Okay, that is my dad's education. My mother had a Bachelor of Science in Computer Science, which was... Sorry, text message from one of my friends. Sorry, Kitty, I'll get back to you. But she had a Bachelor of Science in Computer Sciences in the 1970s. So that was actually a really big deal. And the funny thing was, my dad, with no college degree, was making more money than my mother, who actually had a college degree in her field that she was doing for the government. She was working for the national government, and my dad was still making more money than him working in the labor force. So, it's just like one of those things, like here, I'll read you some statistics from the U.S. Department of Labor. Okay. The average, the mean weekly earnings for somebody with less than a high school diploma will be around $472. If you graduated high school, your weekly earnings would jump up to about $651. If you get a bachelor's degree, that jumps all the way up to $1,000 plus, 1,108 per week. And it keeps going up. Having some college gets you $727. An associate gets you $777. So it's just statistics. Like any statistic, anything can be misleading. But it's just really interesting because, like, thinking about this construction company, okay, I'm working with two guys. One is the same age as me. been doing this for longer than I have because I got hired on like Tuesday, 3 days ago. But he's been doing this and is making a living, is supporting himself and everything. So has a girlfriend, has an apartment, okay, and he's doing well for himself-ish. Well, he's surviving. We'll put it that way. He's surviving on this income that he currently is making, and it's just interesting because I'm not at all, and I have a bachelor's degree, and I am living at home with my parents, and the fact that I am currently vlogging in an upstairs room in their house just kind of makes you think. The other guy actually has a master's, okay, in a different field. Like, he is a coach. Like a coach. Like, coach sports, youth sports. And he has a master's. And he's been doing construction for a while, like 15 years. Because his own business went down the drain. But it's just the fact that he has a master's. And my best friend has a high school diploma and no college. And they're doing the same job. They are working side by side with each other. My dad owns his own business. And at one point qualified as a millionaire. It's just like one of those things like, wow. As much as education is preached on, that is needed in society, it's not. Like, I'm not, like, I guess I'm downgrading myself too, because I did go to college. I did graduate with a bachelor's degree, and I'm looking towards getting a master's in theater, which is kind of strange, but it's just one of those things like, is it actually worth it? And this is what it kind of comes down to, is that, and I've talked to my dad about this, because he did the same thing. He didn't want to go to college, because he did not mind working in a labor field. What I mean by that is that he did not mind working for his money. For example, my dad gets paid for every time he moves a piece of machinery from one job site to another. And that's the only time he makes money, is during that time. Okay? My mother, on the other hand, got paid every week, no matter how many hours she put in. If she stayed late or came in early or didn't get it quite enough hours or something. Like, there was a baseline amount of hours you're supposed to do, but she still got the same paycheck. While, like, on your summer job, you get paid by the hour. Theater jobs, you got paid by the week. She got that base salary. So, and he didn't mind working as a labor force. And that's what I'm basically doing now, is that I am working for this construction company in Charleston and throwing 2x6s down on a boardwalk and doing over 600 feet of laying just boardwalk boards. And it just makes you think about, why did I go to college again? Why did I need to learn all of that stuff for theater work again? Why did I do all that when I'm just hauling wood around, pushing 20 2x6s at 6 feet long down 400 feet of a boardwalk we just finished repairing, it just kind of makes you think about what you're actually doing with your life, and is the education worth it? Like, I've enjoyed college. I enjoyed it. I'm probably gonna enjoy it if/when I ever go back. But it's just like, it makes you question it a little bit. Like, I wouldn't trade it for the world. I wouldn't do anything else. But it's just the fact that it makes you think about, bottom line, is it worth it? I think it is. Even with all of this said. Even with the fact that I am now currently making less money than my friend who does not have a college degree, never went to college, and I'm currently working under him. It's just kind of one of those things like, wow. But it's the fact that I did learn more. Like, I work in a very specialized field. It's construction. It's building, but it's so specialized. It's for art. See, I didn't get a Bachelor of Science or anything. I got an art degree. So it's just like one of those things, like, yes, I still think it's valuable, even with my ranting, because of what I have learned, what I have been through, what I have done to get that is worth it to me. And I think it's just one of those things, like, it's not for everybody. College is definitely not for everybody. Like, a lot of my graduating class, we are a graduating class of less than 30. A lot of us were not made for college. And we went to a college preparatory school, and a lot of us were not ready for a 4-year college. And that's perfectly fine. A lot of people don't need to, especially if they don't mind working for their money. But it's just one of those things, you gotta think about what you want out of life when you're exiting high school. Do I think high school diploma is something you all need? Yes, I do think a baseline high school diploma is the minimum of something you need. If you can't get that, you have to have your GED. If you can't even get that, I don't think that is a good sign. The fact that you either don't have a GED or haven't tried to get a GED. Like Holly, who y'all have seen on these videos, does not have a high school diploma or a GED. And this is me hounding her. Holly, stop. Did you study for your GED test? When's the next one? Did you get that math help book? Did you get the math help book? Are you using it? Are you using it, Holly? So, because you need a GED, I want you to get a better job than just being the second class worker at a dog kennel. I want you to be the first class dog worker. Okay? I want you to actually be on books, have tax returns and everything. Okay? I want you to make a real living. And I think for that degree you need at least an associate's to get something under your belt. But I do think college is needed in some fields, especially the sciences, if you're doing something very specific. Art, definitely you don't need it. A lot of that is based on experience, level of craftsmanship, work ethic, all that stuff. But construction, landscaping, the labor force, no, you don't need a college degree at all. So, the site I referenced was, let me pull it back up. It was the U.S. Department of Labor, Bureau of Labor Statistics. That will be a link in my pants. So we'll get. So if you want to look up more of this stuff, it's a good reference site when looking up just different stuff about the labor force. And what else do they do? I've used them for tons of different stuff. Oh, they do gas prices, consumer stuff, all this research. The BLS.gov. Oh, that's so good. Okay. Besides that, that's when I actually had to research like U.S. government stuff back in history. But, excuse me. Too much soda. But, I am sorry that I kind of ran on a tirade right there, but I am not sorry you clicked that like button.